Good morning, everyone. Welcome to You Have Beauty Care Choices. Today is about being choosy. So I'm going to show you the makeup that I choose. It kind of varies, actually, with my look, with my day, with winter and with summer and all the different seasons. So today will be my October fall, what's in my bathroom right now. And that seems to be one of our biggest questions that we get, or that I get, is what do you use? So I wasn't sure I was ready for this, but here we go. I'm ready for this. I'm going to show you how I get ready in the morning, and hopefully you can get ready with me. So put on your cute little hairband to keep your hair out of your face, and let's get started. The first thing I do, of course, is my Madame Lemy deodorant. If you guys don't know about Madame Lemy, it is such a beautiful box, powder deodorant, all natural, cornstarch, Himalayan salt, amazing formula. Deodorants are one of the things that has probably some of the most chemicals that can cause disruption in our systems. So anytime I find a natural deodorant, I want to try it to see if it works, because that's always the biggest thing. Madame Lemy, I literally could cover my body in that. Anywhere that you seem to sweat, great stuff. So love my Madame Lemy. Then the first thing I use for my facial primer is my Truth Trifecta. That contains the hyaluronic, your vitamin C serum, and I have the Big Mac Daddy. It normally comes with one the same size as these in the trifecta, but this is your back bar size because I use this a lot. All day. It's just a great mist. It's actually your driver for the yummy minerals. So usually what I do is I will just take a drop of my vitamin C serum and a drop of my hyaluronic, mix it, and then a couple sprays in my hand of your mineral mist, and this is my primer. I feel like no better primer for your skin than giving yourself really top-notch skincare. So your best skincare is really what you want to layer on your raw skin, and I started the show raw, not anything on my face. So I'm surprised that I really wanted to do this, mainly because I feel like we're all kind of going a little bit more authentic. A lot of people are wearing less makeup. I come from a generation that we wear or wore in the 80s a lot of makeup. So I'm just one that leaves the house every day with makeup. So when I come in or I see people and I'm not wearing makeup, they're like, are you sick? And I don't like that. So I've started wearing less and less and less makeup, because I do find as my skin is maturing, makeup can age me as well. So these are some techniques that I've found for my maturing skin, and I hope you like them. So one of the things, I love Jane Iredale Dream Tint. Dream Tint is your sports foundation. It is very creamy. It's almost like a moisturizer and a foundation mixed in one. I typically use the medium color. I also have a medium dark. I just got back from the Bahamas and got some color on my skin, so I had to go a little bit darker. But here's one of my special techniques. I take the Dream Tint and I mix it with Mirabella's Invincible. A little odd, but I kind of vary it based off my coverage. So if I was just going to, we'll try the Dream Tint and I'll show you just how that looks on your skin. It's a mild, very sheer coverage. So I base my coverage, my mixture on the coverage that I want on my skin. This is very sheer. Jane Iredale Invincible is a lot of coverage, and I like it. Probably the best foundation, Mirabella's Invincible, that I've found for mature skin. So I'm going to show you, I can mix the two together. A drop of this and a drop of my Jane Iredale. And then I just kind of equal parts kind of mix them together. I know it's kind of weird, but it gives me a little bit of a softer, not so heavy coverage for my daily look. I'm not a big makeup wearer. Like I said, I'm trying to cut back as I get older. So this has been a great graduation for me getting away from the heavy foundations, concealers, and just getting into an everyday kind of look. So that is my Jane Iredale. If I wanted to go for a very nighttime look, I would simply use the Mirabella Invincible right after my Trifecta Truth Treatment Primer. So you can vary it up. The more Invincible I use, the more of any of my fine lines are going to kind of be blended in. And of course, I've got some of these dark spots on my cheeks that I like a little bit more coverage through this area for those dark areas. So the more coverage you want, the more foundation. Otherwise, you can just go with a tinted moisturizer. Normally on the weekends, if I'm being active, I'm gonna be outdoors. This does have my SPF in it. We have an SPF 15 in your Dream Tint. So great stuff here. Now, a face just doesn't come to life for me until you use your brows. If you don't use your brow makeup, I feel like my face is just lost. It's kind of washed out. So this is the funnest part of applying makeup for me, is brows. I'm kind of new to brows, actually. From my show I did with Sarah, the owner of Cella, or one of the owners over there. Brian and Sarah are amazing, and she has taught me the absolute best technique and quick technique for a quick brow. So I love their cream. The brush on it is like the perfect width of a brow. So when you're going through, I always say you put your product on it, and then you want to touch your skin where you want kind of the biggest impact. So I always say start right at your arch, because that's going to be where the product gets heavy. And so then you can smooth it out from there. You don't want a big dot right here in the center because you want the eye to come over here. So Sarah taught me, start on your arch and then fill it in. But that fast, isn't that fast? You look at both one or the other. I really like this brow. So I'll just kind of do this on this side once again. Start at your arch, work down to your tail. And as you can see, for a lot of things, I use my fingers for blending. I do have a lot of brushes here for the other eye parts, but for the most part, I really like finger blending. I think it's smooth on the skin, and I think you get, it's easier to work with the makeup on your skin. It looks more natural. So once you do your eye cream, then you fill in, and then you define, which is with the eye gel, which we have all of these available on the Cella page. When you find the eyebrow cream, you'll see these other products. This is the gel, and then a tiny little highlighter, little pencil right underneath. They have an amazing brush as well that I really like. It is the little eyeshadow brush that you can then just take your highlighter, just kind of smooth it out. And then I always take the end and just kind of comb them. You've put the gel on. Now this just gets them all in going in the right direction. Do I look normal? Not yet! So remember, your brows are sisters, not twins. So you're never going to end up with the exact same brow. You want your brows to kind of go in their natural pattern. Don't focus on them being exactly the same, because nobody's are. So don't freak out about that. Okay, so we have our foundation, our primer, our foundation, and now our brows. The next thing I go into is some cheeks and shading. So I like to start with, I usually have 2 or 3 different colors. I'm using the Jane Iredale Pressed Blush. I have the color Dubonnet, and then I also have Copper Wind, and I have Sheer Honey. So how I use these is the Dubonnet usually is definitely, it's more of a rose color. It's a blush. You can see I use it. And the Copper Wind, also beautiful highlighter. So I use this as my highlighter, and I'm not big on contouring, so I just do it softly with powders. And this one I use a lot. This one is Sheer Honey. best color ever. So that's what I'm going to start with. And then I also love Mirabella's brushes. They have a professional brush set that we have. It has all the brushes that you need in it. And I love them all. I mean, they really are such a great brush set. So I'm going to use the dual finish blush and powder brush just to do some really soft contouring. So I always say your darker natural tone is your dark contour, where you are going to kind of minimize the things that you're just not crazy about your face. So for me, I always try and smooth out these gels right here. This is my thing I hate about my face. So, and as I get older, I start to look more like my grandmother. So that's the only positive part. But look at the makeup, smoothing it out. So I also then do the 3 on your face. You just kind of smooth out both sides, and then you kind of come in. So you're doing like a 3 on your face. Do you see that? And that's a great, just super easy contour. You get those cheekbones defined and then come down and smooth the chin area. So I start with my darker color. Then I'm going to go into, this is what I consider my rose blush color. So that I'm just going to actually create a line. It's just your 3, the center of the 3, that part. You really want to just kind of define those cheekbones. So I'm going right underneath my cheek line and just giving myself a little bit of a popped out cheekbones, a little more of a contour to my face. Then I'll take my 3rd color, is my copper, this one is the Copper Wind. And that's just your highlighter. So I'm just going to do a slight just rose in your highlighter. So it's usually your T-zone, and then right above your cheeks. And that just gives you just a slightest bit of, just a little bit of a glow. Or it's supposed to. Okay, so we've got our primer, True Treatments, and then we've got our foundations, either your Dream Tint or your Invincible. We got our foundation and I use the Jane Iredale Pure brushes for my contouring, very easy, light contouring, not a heavy contour. The next thing I'm going to go to is the eyes. So the eyes are definitely, you can go, this is where it kind of determines how dramatic I feel your look is going to be. This is a quick 5-minute done. I could throw on some mascara, be out the door, no problem. If I'm going for a little bit more of a look, I'm going to throw eyeshadow on. But I'm not a big eyeshadow wearer in general. I could just go from here to mascara, some lip gloss, be done. But if I want to throw a little bit more into it, one of the my new favorite colors, where did I put it here? It's La Bella Donna, and it's called Caviar. I love this color. It is almost a purple plum black, somewhat. So it's very, very pigmented. Super light touch on it, and you're gonna have a lot of pigment. I like to just kind of highlight just the corner or the crease of your eye here. And it's like I said, that was just barely touched my brush in it, and it's pretty dark. But that's okay, because I can honestly use it on both sides. I like quick. I don't want this to take a long time. So you can see I'm using my fluffy eyebrow brush. This one is called the Eye Blender, which is perfect. And I'm just going to blend this out on both eyes. And this is just giving me a little bit more depth in my eyes. Probably need to touch just a tiny bit more over here to even them out. And then what I really like to do is then take a softer color. So I start with the dark, and you can blend this out. If it ends up looking too dark for you, you can really blend it out. Oh, before I move on to the light though, I'm going to show you another really cool trick with this. You can take a eyebrow. This one is called the Liner and Brow Duo. So this has a little liner brush on it, super cute. And then the other side is for your spoolie. But using this side, you can literally just touch this and come right in. And I just like to barely do it right at the triangle at the corner of the outside of your eye. I don't like to take my eyeliner too far in because it really kind of closes out my eye, but just a tiny bit. You can kind of see the difference between the eyes. I'm going a little bit more nighttime, a little bit more dramatic with this, that I don't have to, but I wanted to throw in a few tricks. If I start going too much in my eyeliner, I'm gonna start showing that my hooded eyebrows starts closing in my eyes. So for me, I just like it right on the outside. I'll make a little triangle or a little kind of arrow where it's just barely on the top and barely on the bottom. And I'm gonna come over here and do this one. Just barely, and again, connecting those. Then as you want, you can smooth it out if you want to. But it really just kind of gives you just a little bit more of a brow, a defined eye, and a little bit dressier of a look, kind of not your running out the door 5-minute face, but quick little tip to just pump up your eye if you needed a little bit more for your day. So from here, then I just kind of am gonna blend it all out. I really like using the wet to dry eyeshadow brush for this. It allows a lot of control. So the first one I used is really fluffy, and that's more of a blender. That's gonna give you kind of the smoothness of those. This one I really want to be a little bit more precise. It's not as bendy in your bristles. And so I'm going to take, now this is another little trick. Sometimes I'll use a Jane Iredale. This is the color Bone, and I really like it. And I'll show you the kind of the difference on each eye here. But you just put it right at your lash line and just pop out that eye on both sides. So it gives you, really brightens up your eye, and then it also blends that top eyeliner that we did. So you can kind of see how it's really kind of blending out. I also like using this light color right in the center near my nose. It really highlights and brings in that part of your eye as well. Gives you kind of like that sparkle more look about it. I'm feeling like I might have left my tail a little weak over there. So I want to just fix that really quick. Which is okay, right? Yeah, better. Okay, so another thing is your skin is maturing. The hardest part about makeup is the shimmer. So many companies like to put the sparkle and the shimmer in the makeups. That is probably why I gravitate towards Mirabella, Jane Iredale, Bella Donna. The creators and the owners of these are women that have more maturing skins, but then they're also super trendy, which I love that balance of both of these lines. They understand skin types, and not everyone is flawless skin, 20-year-old, absorbs everything perfectly. We've got uneven pigmentation, we've got brown spots, there's different types of skin, and I feel like these makeup lines really address women that have different types of skin issues. So one of my tricks for not having the sparkle, especially if I'm really tired and I just don't want that shimmer around my eye. I don't know if Tobin can get us a close-up here of sometimes around your eye area, the shimmer starts to make it look even older. So we can take a foundation, and this is just Jane Iredale's pressed foundation, and smooth that out. So if I feel like, oh, I got a little too shimmery, I'm gonna just take a bone color, the same color, but in a pressed foundation, and take a little bit of that shimmer away, and it really starts to smooth those fine lines around your eyes so that I don't look so, you can't see all the pores as well and any of the little fine lines. It smooths it rather than highlights it. So any kind of flat powder is a little bit better than the shimmer, depending on how many fine lines you have around your eyes. So that's a great tip for getting the highlighter on your eyes without having the shimmer. which has taken me a while to figure out as my skin is aging. So the next thing we're going to is mascara. This is absolutely, if I had to choose 3 things, I'm on a deserted island, I can definitely tell you mascara would be one of them. I just love mascara. I think it's one of the funnest makeup products, and I really feel like it really pops a face. Brows have become a close second, so I'm not sure anymore if I'd choose brows or mascara, but thankfully I can do both. So today we're going to use, and this is a new product, and I struggle to find a good mascara. I have a lot of lashes. I'm not one of those that has like a few sparse lashes. And so I need a mascara that's really gonna not clump up, because I usually have to apply a few coats and it doesn't get thick and clumpy. So Mirabella, or Hynt, Meryl, the creator of Hynt, love her. She really did a great job on this mascara. Very easy and quick to apply. I've heard I apply mascara really weird, so you guys can tell me. But I don't usually have to look. Once I get it on there, I do it all by feel. My kids used to say they see my eyes roll back in my head. Is it weird? I don't even know. Sorry. It's just how I've always done it. So here is the quick application. Amy, one of the educators at Iredale, she was on our show and she told us for every decade you're alive, you need an extra coat of mascara. So I guess that means at 10, you start with a very light coat of mascara, and by 20, you're applying 2. So I don't think we have time for me to apply all my coats. But I do like a good couple coats of mascara, and it really does just pop your eye, I feel like, and give you that finished look. So I'm gonna do this eye now. And I know it's that weird rolled back thing. This is why I never like to do makeup on camera, because I'm weird. It's actually a technique that I developed because I started wearing makeup before my mom allowed me to wear makeup. So when you have to do makeup in the car before school, you have to get used to applying your mascara without a mirror. Pretty tricky, huh? Okay, so this is the part that's hard to do makeup live because it's hard to talk and apply mascara. But I think we did a pretty good job. I think I got a little bit of mascara on my eyelid, which is very easy. A lot of people feel like you need, if you're going to clean up eyeliner or mascara around your eye, you need to wet it. You actually really don't. A lot of mascara will just come right off as soon if you get it right away. And so if you wet your Q-tip, you're actually making a bigger mess. So you're actually better off just kind of smoothing it and blending it with a Q-tip, and it kind of goes away. We're getting there, we're getting there. Am I looking closer to me? Well, my kids would say no. They liked bare-faced mom, but don't your kids always just like you? Just how you are, hanging out at the house, not your made up self. That's probably because as soon as you get made up, that means you're going out. You have to go to work. So, okay. I usually, like I said, will sit here. I will then move on to hair, and then I'll probably come back and do another coat of mascara. Like I said, I love mascara. But I'm really impressed with this Flirt. It keeps my eyelashes separated. I don't have to use a curler or anything. It goes on really easy. Just couple coats. Not too bad. Yeah, we're getting there. So the last thing for the face that really pulls it all together is lips. And this last year, honestly, I've never been a huge lipstick wearer because I'm always afraid it's going to get on my teeth, or you go to drink something and it's all over your coffee. And so I was kind of more of a lip gloss. Then I was introduced into Ambreesh. Ambreesh is a liquid lipstick that dries and you can't smudge it. So I'm going to try, first we're gonna try, I normally will just go with a brown. Okay, so that's my technique. I do the bottom lip and I smudge to the top lip. And then I'll kind of come in and kind of define out the little thing in the middle and give them just a little bit of definition. One thing I've noticed with Ambreesh, if you try and get in and do a bunch of little like touch-ups and stuff, it's going to not look as smooth. It actually goes on best and is easiest. 1-2 swipes on the bottom lip, smear it together, voila, you're done. Now I'm going to show you with a Kleenex here how I just did it. So I'm kind of waiting for them to dry. It takes just a second. It's so crazy that they dry that fast. So I'm going to show you with red. I'm wearing a red shirt and I'm not sure. They have a couple different reds. This one is called Own It. And they also have Troublesome. One's more of a blue red, one's more of an oranger red. I grabbed Own It, which I think will be nice with this sweater, but I don't usually wear red on red. Anyways, it'll be fun to watch because it's so fun to apply. Isn't that fast? I love it. And then I'll just take my pinky and get a little bit right there. Ta-da! And then that will dry. And so normally I would never, I mean, red is hard. Red lips are hard. Anytime you're at a gathering, you go to kiss someone or say hello or whatever, and you leave marks on them. So this is just, you can be very confident that your lipstick stays where it's supposed to and it looks good all night long. It's really an all day, put it on in the morning and it's good. Unless you eat, actually Michelle on our staff ate a whole cheeseburger and it stayed on. That's how we decided to start carrying Ambreesh here at Beauty Care Choices. So we even know Ambreesh is cheeseburger proof, and we definitely know that it doesn't show up on our coffee cups. Ta-da! It's not quite dry, but that's okay. In general, you would see a huge lip, but these applying 2 coats as I did with darker and lighter, it'll take just a minute for it to really settle and dry. So that is my face look, and I hope you guys enjoyed getting ready with me. So now we're going to move on. It is all about Chi Vibes, and Chi Vibes is a new segment of Chi. We're all familiar with Chi flat irons. We sell so much of the Chi Farouk Ultimate Control Hairspray. Chi has been around for a very long time, a master of styling tools, and Farouk Shanami, who is the owner of Chi, he is a very amazing businessman and educator. I just saw that they're now making shoes. We don't sell the shoes. Anyways, so they have created a new Chi Vibes iron. I'm so excited. The crimping tools are coming back, which I love, but this is kind of a new take. It's a waiver. So I'm telling you, I've never used this once. You're seeing me use it for the first time here. I really enjoy that they have a lock on it, which is really cute. Right here, super easy, and it keeps it shut. So when you're cooling down, it's still pretty warm on the outside though, and I've been having it heat up, but it does help to, protect anything if you had to pack it away quick. And then on the inside, you can kind of see the buttons right here. We have a power button, and then we also have an up arrow to adjust the temperatures. We can go from up to 410, and I'm going to have it on 350 for my hair. Because my hair is highlighted, it's a little bit more fragile. And I don't feel like we need tools up to 450 or 410. The only reason they created tools to go that high was for certain techniques of, you know, chemical smoothings and stuff like that. But then it's even meant to be used more in the salon, not at home. I don't feel like even as a stylist doing hair at home, you can kind of move irons flat enough and swift enough across the hair to have it that hot. So just my opinion, definitely don't need to be frying our hair because you don't get that great smooth cuticle. So I'm using the cute Hairco detangler brush. It's the cute little finger brush, so the things go back. It's a detangler, and I love it. And I'm using second day hair. Actually, to be honest, probably third day, fourth day hair. Well, we won't talk about that. Anyways, not clean hair. And so, which is perfect for an iron like this. You already have the products in their hair. So I used, I used yesterday the Chi Vibes Protector. This is the multitasking hair protector. You would put in your hair wet, and that way it's going to create a thermal protection on your hair. So I have that in, and then you'd blow dry your hair. The other products from Chi that I'm just loving is their Wake and Fake. Who doesn't love Wake and Fake? Who doesn't love this is a smoothing dry shampoo. So where some dry shampoos are to create more texture, this is kind of more of a smoothing, which is what I need because this hair gets frizzy and they smell so yummy. I meant to ask Holly what the scent is, but it's almost like a fruity kind of scent. So it's nothing that you would expect a hairspray or a dry shampoo to smell like. I'm digging it. I really like the Chi Vibes shampoo, smoothing dry shampoo. So the other Chi Vibes product is called Better Together. We did cover this on a prior show. This is a hairspray that has dual function. So you can spray and get a nice slow mist for a finishing spray, or you can get more of a direct spray for quick, you know, controlled or smoothing. So a lot of different ways you can use this hairspray. It holds great, but it's flexible, so you can comb it out. Loving this hairspray, the dual mist hairspray, Better Together, Chi Vibes. Chi Vibes, I'm vibing. I love it. I think it's a great new segment. The three products make this type of styling perfect. You have your protector, and then I needed my Wake and Fake to kind of dry up some of the oils on my second day hair. This is, I woke up and I need a new style and I don't have time to shampoo and dry all of this. So how do I make second day hair look cute? So here's what we're gonna do. This thing is supposed to be able to straighten, curl, and wave. I haven't tried it yet. So I think we're going to just go ahead and start off with just waving. So I'm going to take some hair underneath to give it a try here because I don't know how it's going to go or how long. So I don't want the top hairs to be the first hairs I try on. Yeah, I think we'll actually try a little deeper. We'll hold that back too. Let's try down here. So then we can cover it if it doesn't look great. So we're going to start with just the waver, which is just like a crimper. The tip of this is not hot. And so as you get kind of more towards the barrel, this area is warm. But you can see how fast I'm going. How cute is that? That's pretty sweet. That is adorable. Okay, so we can wave. We can see that. Should I try a curl or straighten? Here, let's put this hair back over here. Maybe I wanted to get a do, but now I want to see how it works. Okay, so let's try it straightening. Okay. Hey, now. That's how you straighten. That is really fast and really straight. Now can I go back through and... Gives it more of a crimped look than the waved look. But that's pretty cute. Okay, so now I think I'll try this other side. Let's see if we can curl it. I'm really scared about this, kind of, because doing it on camera, having never tried it before, I hope it works. But I know how to curl with a flat iron, so I'm assuming it's kind of the same thing. Let's see. I love my little Cricut fast flow. Isn't this cute? We sell those here too. Okay, so we're just gonna twist and pull. Okay, maybe I went a little too fast. I don't want to go over that hair again. Let's try hair back here. I'm afraid of burning my hair, so I might have just went just a little too fast. But that's smart. When you've never used an iron, you want to really test it out before you just go for it. Cute! I can see it. A little practice, I could get those ends in there too. Probably get a better, it's a little different than a flat iron because you don't have, cute. So wow, 3 things. We can do amazing waves. We could straighten. We saw this one piece before I kind of went back over it over here. And we can curl. So let's see if we can get a decent style out of this now. After I've played a little bit too much here. We will, the good thing is when you have a lot of hair, you can cover a lot. So we're gonna go back to just the cute waves because that was really the desire why I wanted to see this iron in action. Cute. Let's see, we can probably now just do these top pieces and I can show you how a full style will look. It will take forever to do all of this hair, but just to give you a, might be taking too big of pieces, but I'm not quite crazy about super tight waves for me. So I think the bigger piece you take, it would make sense that you would have a little bit looser waves, not super tight. Cute. Okay, let's do this one over here on the top. See if we can, see if we have a look. This is a little smaller piece, so I would imagine this will look probably a little bit tighter than the last one. Okay, well this one, I gotta do this piece underneath. I know I'm a hairdresser. It's so hard when you're a hairdresser, you feel like you can't leave stuff halfway. Let's see. Okay, this one piece, and I bet we have a waved look from the front. Won't show you the back yet, but I would think this would be pretty easy to do even on your own back. I think that was always kind of the challenge for a lot of people, was how to do a crimped look on yourself. So that could be really cute. You could see, I mean, that is so fast, and I already kind of have like a little bit of a style going. So if it was me at home trying to do this look for myself and I didn't have help to do it in the back, I think for this back top piece, I would just take kind of like a long, thin section right here at the top, because you can see that really it is the top that's making the style. I obviously need a highlight here. So if we did this and we just got this top piece rocking like the rest of them. I'm not sure if you're seeing this because my hair is a little long. So I'm not sure how this will look, but we'll pray that it looks somewhat, you know, you kind of have your top. I would have the mirrors at home where I could still see the back of my hair, but I would think you could pretty easily do this or attain this all on your own. The other thing that would be super cute with it, and it's kind of how I wore my hair a little bit today, is maybe even just use it as front pieces and then just tie it back with, and you could really get a cute little boho kind of look going, and it really wouldn't matter what all the rest of the hair was doing. You just kind of have this cute little boho kind of look. Then you're going to finish it off with your Better Together spray. Just the nice, that's a little direct. I like that one, the fluffy one. Awesome. And I have a little look. From here, put on your earrings, and you are ready for your day. So I hope you enjoyed getting ready with me today. Every day I learn new products here at Beauty Care Choices. So what's in my bathroom changes often. I get to play with a lot of these products, but I also like just trying them on camera just to see like how you guys would have to, you know, experiment and try them yourself. So for me, the Chi Vibes Waver, it was pretty easy. I really liked the look that it created fast. So definitely going in my bathroom. I really like it. So remember, you guys, you have Beauty Care Choices. Be choosy. Choose products that make you feel good about you and that make your life easier, not harder. That's what we all need. Everyone answering our phones is a licensed cosmetologist and can help you choose and discern what's best for you. Give them a call at the numbers below and have a great weekend. Bye for now.